The first step in switching out the screen of your Lenovo N23 is to remove the screw caps. There will be 4 of them, 2 pieces of rounded rubber on the top, and there will be 2 black small stickers on the bottom. You can use a screwdriver or a knife to remove those stoppers. Once you've removed those 4 stoppers, you can take a small screwdriver and unscrew the 4 screws, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Once you've unscrewed the 4 screws, you can begin to pry off the plastic covering on the front of the Chromebook. It's easiest to start on the sides, not the top or the bottom, and to work your way around, you'll hear a click as you pop off each of the clasps. As you go around the sides and the top, it should come off fairly easily. When you get to the bottom, you're going to notice that it's taped to the actual screen itself. Make sure to keep your finger between the plastic casing and the tape. You do not want the tape coming off of the screen itself. There'll be red markings on it that say do not touch. Make sure that you keep the tape on the screen itself and that you do not remove it. That will damage the screen. Once you have the plastic casing off, you should remove the 4 screws on each of the sides of the screen. They may be difficult to get out in my experience. Sometimes you'll need to apply extra pressure to make sure that those screws come out. They're not as easy to get out as the casing screws. Once you've taken those 4 screws off, you can tilt the screen down. Make sure that that sticker is still intact that says do not touch. Now on the back, the screen will be connected to the actual Chromebook by a series of pin connectors, which are taped to the back of the screen. Use a blade or a screwdriver to pry up that sticker. Make sure you get the sticker off. Do not rip the sticker and do not peel off the tape on the back of the screen. Once you're able to get that sticker off, you'll be able to expose the pin connectors. It's a little bit hard to see here, but just over the pin connectors, once I get this tape off here, there is a small clasp that is holding the pin connectors together. Use the blade to pop that clasp open, and that will allow you to separate the screen from the device. So I've popped the clasp open, hold on to the base by the tape at the top, and then you can disconnect the screen. Once you've disconnected the screen, you can take your new screen, and right on the back you'll see the 16-pin connector. You can slide the connector right into place, and once that is in place, you can tape that down tightly. Don't forget to put the clasp down. You can tape that down tightly, and now we're ready to do the whole process in reverse. We'll put the screen back in place. We'll take our 4 screws, put them back in place to connect the screen back onto the device, and then we'll put the plastic casing on. I actually forgot to do this before I put the screen on, but there is a clear plastic film that comes on the screen itself, and you'll have to peel that off before you put the casing back on, otherwise you won't be able to get to it. So find a corner where it's slightly pried up and just peel that plastic casing off. You should probably do that before you put it into the actual device. Make sure to clip the screen back on, the screen casing back on, and all the different parts. I would just go around with your fingers and make sure that you feel that click. You may notice some parts bulging out. Just press until it's clicked down. Even flip it over probably so that you can get the bottom more easily. Just make sure that that casing is nice and tight, and once it is, you can put those 4 screws back on.